Yes, we want to say a very special welcome to the EBUZZ. I'm DJ Bones.
And I'm Kishima Francis. Of course, you know, the buzz is brought to you by Thermo Vibes, distributors of Trangback Tonic Wine. Strengthen your back to make the attack.
And of course, we want to make sure you welcome you all on our social media pages. Follow us on our social media pages. Instagram, IRIFM_JA. Twitter, IRI_FM. And of course, on Facebook, it's just simply IRIFM. How you doing? What's popping?
I am good. How are you, pal?
We're good. We're chilling. You know, we're just looking at the great Peter Broadbent doing his magic.
Big up to Peter Broadbent, keeping
Peter.
social media connected weekly, don't it?
Yeah, man. Crystal clear. Everybody can always log on and they can watch us live. So we want to big up Peter Broadbent. As a matter of fact, we want to big up the entire team because without the team, you know, the teamwork, the dreamwork, I tell them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So guess what? A couple of things going on tonight. Ramesh. Well, so Ramesh. Still helping people. And of course, he lends his charitable hands to the staff of the St. Anne's Bay Hospital. And of course, in an Instagram post, Ramesh shared the news that to his over 988,000 followers. In the post, he shared a video of two nurses holding what appears to be a microwave while thanking Ramesh for a well-deserved gift. I remember he getting that microwave as a gift and he said, I'm going to find somewhere if he give it away. And I think he gave it to the right people, the hospital.
He did. And, you know, big up to Rihanna, of course. Also, in yeah, right?
Rich.
She has now entered the Billionaires Club. According to Forbes, Rihanna is now worth 1.7 billion, making her the wealthiest woman, female musician. The outlet attributes the majority of Rihanna's wealth to the successful Fenty Beauty brand, which was launched in 2017. Now, you remember, of course, you know, she's working so hard on Fenty and her fans are saying, you know, what happened to the music? Where is the music? So, you know, she made a decision. She had a vision and she stuck with it irrespective of her fans saying, boy, them need music now, and calling her out across social media platforms, which, you know, she didn't really listen to because she had a vision. And look, billionaire status.
Let us be fair. The people who realize and understand the music industry, it is like going to a gambling house. You are taking a risk with certain things. Sometimes you do the business for the love, the passion. You always have to have a backup. Look at the artists who have gone and ventured into corporate or other businesses. Jay-Z, for example, he may not be putting out as much music as he normally does, but he's definitely richer than how he was.
Absolutely.
Puff Daddy
And it's
rest of
about
them. Yeah.
it's about doing it also on an international level, because sometimes I think some people misunderstand you know, spreading your eggs as opposed to putting them in one basket. You probably start just a t-shirt line, but then it never surpasses, you know, just a t-shirt with perhaps your name on it or a song that you're promoting in the moment. But you have to think long-term. You have to do the research. You have to see what persons are interested in, and you have to find a brand, develop that brand, and have a clear vision of where you want to go with it.
That is for sure. And I think a lot of due diligence has been done with a lot of these artists who have been going into their own businesses and starting their own brand and lines and so on. Kanye West, billionaire also. Yeah, billionaire.
That man is a visionary. He has started so many ventures that people look at and think that, look, this is not going to go anywhere.
Right.
And, you know, look at Kanye. Information coming out today. Of course, you know, he's again having a Donda concerts at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta.
Right.
And in less than an hour,
Sell off.
you know, exactly. So he's a genius.
He is. And I mean, some people may say he's not all here mentally and all of that, but he's doing something right. He's making his money.
Exactly.
He knows what the market wants, and he supplies the demand, and he's meeting the needs. So, you know, you have to give kudos to somebody like that. He's thinking, and he's a visionary, and he's making his money, and he's happy doing it. And I think we have to
That's important.
Yes, very important. We want to say kudos to all the entertainers who have branched off into other things. We won't say that they have forgotten music altogether, but they're not focused on that, because that is definitely a surer pension than, say, music sometimes. So.
And for some, especially our entertainers, I think with Rihanna, she was on the top of her game when she decided to venture into something else wholeheartedly. But then juggling the music while you do something else, it is about creating and finding that balance to be able to do the two, even though the two things, if you're supposed to be successful at it, it is time consuming and need 100% of your energy and time.
One of the things that I think I agree the most is you go into these businesses when you're on top of your game, meaning your height of your career, you're probably making the most money at that particular point in time in music, and you make sure you turn that money into an investment. And I think that's what Rihanna did, and she's reaping the benefits of it now. And another person who's going to be reaping some benefits very shortly will be Spice with her album coming out very shortly.
10.
Yeah? 10. And that probably 10 billion is the name of that album. Big up yourself, Spice. So Dancehall Queen Spice is set to release her new album 10 this Friday, August 6th, in celebration of Jamaica's Independence Day, and her Spice and her, of course. Spice announced that she will be releasing her 15-track album on August 6th. The album includes Send It Up, that's a song there, and of course a follow-up single to Go Down There. Also featuring Spice's 14-year-old son, is that Nico or Nicho? I hope I got that right. Her breakthrough anthem, Some Like It, which has racked up over 100 million video views, and also Don't Care. The album is slated to release on July 30. However, Spice announced that new date on her Instagram a couple of weeks back, so it's going to be released this Friday. So
and then guess what? We have more albums to be released on Friday. Sizzla is releasing his album On High also on Friday. So too is Vybz Kartel. His album is titled Born for This. So 3 dancehall albums, as we know, are slated for release on Friday, August 6th, which is also Independence Day and Spice's birthday, like you mentioned.
Congratulations to all these folks who are doing the great releases. It's a lot of a body of work that is great, a lot of creativity. We want to also big up, I think we want to big up Shaggy on Ranch Entertainment too, because they're also executive producing Spice's album. And a lot of people just doing a lot of work. People are just trying to get back into the swing of things. Things are opening up. People are kind of getting back. We do have the COVID variant that is giving a lot of problems, but people are still trying to live their lives and move forward, and the music has not stopped.
Allowing anything to be in the way, you know.
True that. And go ahead.
Somebody who is doing that, not allowing anything to be in their way, are the organizers of Dream Weekend. Of course, you know, Dream swings into high gear tomorrow. And with the curfew measures still in place and strict COVID-19 protocols, some partygoers across social media platforms asked a few questions. One of them, what if I'm not fully vaccinated, and can I get a COVID test done before entering the venue? Another person is asking if masks are required. Well, the promoters we spoke with last week, it
Kamal
was
Banki.
Kamal. We had a conversation with Kamal, and they are basically saying that, look, in order to gain access to their event, staff and patrons must either be fully vaccinated by July 22, 2021, or must have a negative COVID-19 test result, outlining that the test must be administered no sooner than August 3, 2021. So you can imagine that a lot of persons are likely to be turned away when they go to Dream Weekend, providing that they're not fully vaccinated, or they don't have proof of a positive, of a negative COVID test.
I tell you this, not to knock Jamaicans, but I bet you everybody do the right thing to go to those events. They are going to either get vaccinated or they are going to do their tests. They're going to do it because, you know what, they want to have a good time. We have been locked down for a year plus, and people, if they do these things now, they just have to. They're going to do it. Just watch and see. And you're gonna be there like, you know, how them said them never want to do this and never want to do that. They are going to want to get out a little bit. I'm not saying about the vaccines, but they're going to go and get tested just to make sure that they can get in.
Just to go to the event.
Right. So people.
Well,
will
you
go
know,
out.
let us see what happens. Tomorrow is tomorrow, and we already know, based on the buzz that is happening, what is the vibe from persons in Montego Bay or in your immediate circle as it relates to Dream?
It's very simple. Dream, Kamal, and his team have built a brand over the years. And it is amazing. You'd have think that all of the restrictions, the little bit of challenges that they would have been having with COVID and all of the things that they have to put in place to be, what you call COVID friendly and not breach anything, the vibe is higher than ever. People are going, and they're going to go in droves. And I tell you that people are going to get vaccinated, or they're going to do their COVID test, make sure it's negative, and they're going to go. I just feel it. I know that people are just wanting to go out now. They're just wanting to go out.
And it will also put a lot of pressure on the organizers too, because I'm sure you know how things are. You will have somebody at the gate. Yo, my brethren, just squeeze me in. Persons always wanting to go in. So all in all, let's see what happens, and we really hope that persons do follow the protocols ultimately for their benefits and so too for the benefits of their families. And in the meantime, keep your immune system in tip-top shape.
And one of the things also that you'll see a lot of Dream Weekend people do is that they post a lot on social media to give you a chronicling of what they're doing. And that's no better way to segue into our next feature, which is Social Media Highs and Lows with Shanice Williams and Trisanne Wilson.
It's now time for Social Media Highs and Lows.
Girl, you know so what going on social media?
Yeah, girl, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
It's your social media highs and lows.
Like I every other day, them find something new for try. Them no mention my name, them no feel them not like.
This and every Wednesday, we've got the online buzz.
I'm Tris.
And I'm Shanice. Okay, so let's jump right into the highs for this week. Now, all I can say is 1, 2, and 3, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. None other than the Olympics Tokyo 2020. I have to say, in all the events that Jamaicans participated, they made us proud, whether or not they won. But of course, the race that had everyone on the edge of their seat was the women's 100 meter. Elaine, Shelly-Ann, and Sherika took it. Elaine got gold, Shelly-Ann got silver, and Sherika, of course, ran a personal best of 10.76 to win a bronze medal. And of course, Elaine made history. She made an Olympic record and is now the second fastest woman in history. She went on to win the women's 200 meter race, thus getting a double-double, 2 gold in Rio 2016 and 2 gold in Tokyo 2020. And of course, we have to mention Megan Tapper for her stunning performance in the women's 100 meter hurdles final. She too made history for Jamaica with a bronze medal. So big up the team on your amazing performances, enough respect, job well done, and as old people would usually say, Jamaicans glad bag boss. So now for the lows for this week. Now, in a video circulating on the internet, members of the police force were seen trying to force a woman in the back of a truck. Now, in the video, the woman was heard saying, "Do not manhandle me, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, let me go up myself." After attempting to force the lady up in the truck, the policewoman somehow lost her footing and basically fell. Now, social media users have been voicing their opinions on this. In the comment section of the video, Popcorn weighed in on the video by saying, "Uno fi stop bully people and abuse uno little power." Jesse Royal said, "It looked like them a suffer from serious mental issues." Another social media user said, "She's simply saying, 'Do not manhandle me.' The officer was really trying to drag her up in the truck. Whoa." Now, it's not clear as to why this was happening, but in recent times, there has been a lot of abuse of power as it relates to the police force. But the question is, could this be one of such incidents, and why they keep doing this? So from first, second, and third place winnings at the Olympics to police abusing power, who do you think took social media this week? While that's for another conversation, check it before you click it, because once you hit send, you may be a social media high or low.
And that's your social media highs and lows. Catch us next Wednesday for What's Buzzing.
I'm Shanice.
And I'm Tris. Bye!
Wow, thank you very much.
All right, thank you there.
All right.
Or social media highs and lows. And, speaking about social media, I'm sure you have seen also across social media viral video of a 19-year-old dreadlock female who, who was allegedly trimmed by a police officer while reportedly in custody.
What I want to do, this is an interesting topic. It's actually quite heated. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Tile Arcade, Seaview Drive, Lucy. We stock toilets, granite countertops, porcelain, tin set, grout, doors, faucets, shower enclosures, glass blocks, and so much more. Call us 810-9069, WhatsApp 807-8840. The time by Tile Arcade is...
It is 8:49. If you're just joining us, it is the EBUZZ. And of course, Kishima was just setting the stage for the viral video of a 19-year-old female expressing that she was arrested and trimmed without her permission. You can continue, Kish.
No, of course, across social media platforms, several Rastafarian entertainers, including Morgan Heritage, Taurus Riley, Kabaka Pyramid, Kez Namdi, and many others have expressed outrage. Now, the viral video detailing the incident comes as Jamaica celebrates 183 years of emancipation. In the video, 19-year-old Nzinga King and her mother, Shirley McIntosh, called for the intervention of Prime Minister Andrew Holness as they believe Nzinga's religious and human rights were violated. On Instagram, Kabaka wrote in part, "I don't celebrate emancipation and independence for this very reason. What Rastafari people ever do to you? Don't illiterate colonial puppet police and government who empower them." While Morgan Heritage in their post questioned how this is possible in 2021 with the hashtag justice. Kez Namdi in his post wrote, "Dread and terrible. Don't usually post things like this, but me nah lie. That one ya hurt me. Jamaica, it's about time we see the beauty of Rastafari. At Andrew Holness, we need some justice." Meanwhile, the Independent Commission of Investigations, INDICOM, has commenced inquiries into allegations that a police officer forcefully cut the locks of a 19-year-old woman while she was in custody at the Fourth Path police station in Clarendon. And the commissioner's inquiry will seek to determine the actions of the police officers while the teen was in police custody to determine if the rights were breached according to the law of Jamaica and to make pertinent recommendations.
It is blasphemous, to say the least, in terms of what was done. She is a Rastafarian. She acknowledged that. That is a part of their religion, and that's what they represent themselves very much so. Yes, you have people who wear locks and they're not Rastafarians, but she said she is. You don't just trim somebody like that. It's just ridiculous. And what gave the police the right or the feeling that they should just trim the woman's hair like that?
Right. And why did they feel so comfortable to violate her rights?
Exactly.
And when this was happening, was it in the presence of other law enforcement officials? And did they believe that in doing so, this was a part of serving and protecting?
Well, we understand.
By violating her rights?
From what I'm reading, I'm seeing, I don't think it was done in front of anybody. There's a female officer trimmer. And I think what has happened is that she was being processed to go into a cell because what we understand is that she was in a taxi, and there was a young man in the taxi who wasn't wearing a mask, right? And then the police, they were trying to get him out of the taxi, and until he pushed one of them, the policeman resorted to pepper spray, and then that started a heated argument between that is Nzinga, and the police officer. And of course, that is where she ended up going into custody. Now, both mother and daughter contended that while being processed to be placed in a cell, King was trimmed by a female corporal. And of course, the police commissioner, Mayor General Anthony Anderson, has ordered an immediate probe into the situation. That don't need a probe, that needs straight attention. Right.
And that is the thing too. Like, why aren't, for instance, more Jamaicans outraged by this? And isn't the injustice apparent? Irrespective of whatever situation transpired, what gives you the authority then to violate me in that kind of way, to remove my locks?
You know what I'd love? For somebody to interview or get some sort of statement or some answer from that corporal who trimmed the young girl.
And I know across social media, a lot of persons are saying hashtag justice.
Yeah.
But what sort of justice can suffice?
That.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I totally understand.
Like, what is there to do that? And especially when you look at what is going on now, we're in 2021. We look and talk about racism in different parts, and we talk about colorism, and we talk about all these things, and yet at the same time we are not addressing what is in front of us and just the hate for our very own. and this use of excessive force, and then ultimately you want the citizens to respect the system. You want the citizens to abide by the rules. And I'm not speaking now to say persons to just go out there and be outlaws.
Right.
But ultimately, if you are there and your mission and your aim is to serve and protect, how can you not see the injustice in the situation in dealing with a 19-year-old like that? And it could be anybody, for as a matter of fact.
We would need to talk to that corporal, that female corporal who did the act. Because sometimes you just need to get all sides. But blatant disrespect has been taken already. We want to know why she do it, why she felt enabled or empowered to do it that way.
Because irrespective of what transpired,
Right.
I am sure there are other ways within the law that you can deal with the situation as opposed to cutting somebody's hair or removing their locks.
But you have
And why is it more people are not outraged? Is it because it is Rasta? Why you feel like, okay, you cannot relate? Why aren't more people outraged? I mean, it's madness.
But Rastas are in prison. They go there, they have people in custody and they have on them locks. Why did they trim this lady? Why? I just don't get that. People are there. I know one of my brethren was in jail the other day and didn't come out. Rasta. And he come out with him locks. So is it that anybody who is Rastafari and can go in there and trim them and say, oh, it's a part of the jail rules? No, you can't do that. That is not right. That is their religion.
It's a big violation, and I'm waiting to see what will happen and Indy comes findings. And more people need to take this to task. You don't need to remain conveniently silent because you feel as if it doesn't apply to you, or
Right.
then you have those who are saying that there are many sides to a story. Irrespective of what the other sides are, what the police officer did is blatantly wrong.
It's wrong. And of course, since the incidents, some people have been they've been reflecting on it, like what had happened in Coral Gardens, the Coral Gardens massacre in 1963, where the former Prime Minister Sir Alexander Bustamante ordered police force to round up over 150 Rastafarians, have them, and they were arrested, beaten, and also had
trimmed.
their locks cut off. This is not right. I mean, if it is a religion,
And that
it
is why, too, there is a narrative across social media platforms where persons believe that more Rastafarian entertainers, in particular, should use their various platforms to speak up and speak out, and the Rastafarian community in general should speak out as it relates to this issue.
I want to see what's going to be happening. I'm sure that we are going to hear a lot more about this. I understand that the young lady and her mother, they have retained an attorney. So there is going to be more on this, and we will definitely let our listeners know as it unfolds. But it's a big disrespect, violation of human rights, and violation of religious rights also.
Absolutely. And I really believe that we as Jamaicans, we cannot be conveniently silent on issues that matter.
But sometimes we are like that, and that is not good.
No, it's not good at all.
You know what it is? I'll take a break here. You know what I'm going to do?
Take a break.
Let me
cool off. Let me have some water and cool down because I'm getting a tad heated.
I need to watch a film or something. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the movies. So it's now time for At the Movies with Maisha Brody. Right?
Lights, camera, action. Hey movie lovers, welcome to At the Movies. I'm Maisha Brody. The Independence Weekend is almost here, and what better way to celebrate than with loved ones and good laughter? Playwright and director Everton Dawkins says since most people will be at home this weekend due to the COVID-19 restrictions, he has cooked up something special for comedy lovers, a true Jamaican play called The Watchman. He told At the Movies that the play featuring Mr. Handsome and comedian Lemon will be streamed live on Saturday, August 7.
Trust me, it's gonna be really, really epic, and it's a good way to enjoy the independence celebration sitting in your own home. So no matter where you are, overseas, foreign, or each apart, You can always sit back and enjoy a great Jamaican comedy play. So it's a live streaming. We're doing the play and doing it live just like we're videoing it. 6 p.m. starting in Jamaica, and it's $20 for overseas, and locally it's $1,500.
Playwright and director Everton Dawkins. It's now time for this week's top 5 movies. At number 5, we have Gunpowder Milkshake. At number 4 this week is The Hitman's Wife.
Hello, good evening.
The Netflix series.
This is Leo Carmichael. Are you hearing me?
The number 3 spot. At number 2, we have the movie.
Hello, good evening. This is Leo Carmichael. Are you hearing me?
Number 1 spot this week is F9, The Fast Saga. That's a wrap. Join us next week for more exciting movie news. For At the Movies, I'm Maisha Brody.
I'm here.
All right. So that's
I'm
the
here.
movies with Maisha Brody. Say thanks again, Maisha. If I sounded loud a while
Good
ago, it's my
evening, good
strong
evening,
voice.
good evening.
Yeah.
Blessings,
Okay,
blessings,
I
blessings.
hear you. And, in the same breath, big up, of course, to the team with Brianna Williams, Natasha Morrison, Ramona Burchill, and Sharika Jackson. We understand that Jamaica has secured a spot in the final of the women's 4x100 meter after the team comprising of Brianna Williams, Natasha, Ramona, and Sharika finished third in their heat in 42.15 seconds.
Absolutely awesome. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
I'm not hearing
Half-Cold Curamine Plus will remove inflammation from the body. Tanquist is a combination of herbs and fruits to remove toxins and
Hello, good
pathogens from
evening.
the body. Get your Curamine Plus and Tanquist from Half-Cold Herbs and Extracts.
Hello, good evening. Not hearing
540-8871.
us yet.
Time by Halfco Curamine and Tanquest is...
It's a minute after 9. If you're just joining us, it is the EBUZZ. And of course, we're getting into the segment now. We'll be presenting our music artists. So every week we provide a platform to bring
Hello, are you hearing me?
new music artists. Sometimes they're not so new, but sometimes they're just new to us. And we want to say a very special good evening to Leo Carmichael. Leo, welcome, boss.
Hey,
Can you hear us, Leo?
I feel like he's waving.
Yeah,
I'm not
he's-
sure
Hello.
he's hearing us.
I'm
Leo,
not
we're
hearing.
seeing
I'm
you.
sorry.
Can you hear us? How you doing, Leo? Yeah, all right. So-
Hello?
Yes, Leo, we're hearing
Yes,
you.
we're hearing you. Can you hear us, Leo Carmichael?
He's not. All right, we're going to see if we can get that situation rectified. So our music artist is Leo Carmichael. And of course, we understand he's a brother who's been on the North
Hello?
Coast. Yes, Leo,
Yes,
can
are
you
you
hear
hearing
us?
us?
Leo, can you hear us?
Oh boy. Not
You're
hearing.
saying, oh boy, we're hearing you, Leo.
Leo, whatever you do, don't cause a bad word, please. Yeah? All right, okay. All right, so we're going to see if we can rectify that technical glitch there. We seem to be having...
The sound started. But like you mentioned, Bones, it is a space on the EBUZZ where, we provide the platform for upcoming talents. And we've seen like young talents that have matured into big superstars, Grammy-winning entertainers.
That's true.
I mean, or Grammy-nominated entertainers. So it's a fantastic platform.
Yes, it is. I see Leo working assiduously to try and see if we can get him. Leo, we're actually seeing you. I don't know why you're not hearing us, but can you hear us now? No. So obviously there's...
All right, so we're going to get that rectified.
Yeah, we're looking forward to talking to Leo because, he's somebody who has been on the North Coast and of course, yes, he works on a cruise, he does a lot of great stuff. So we wanted to find out what's been happening with him and,
Absolutely, and especially as upcoming entertainers who, you still have to ensure that, you are living. So you find that a lot of
No audio is coming to me.
artists, they will be pursuing music while holding down a 9-to-5 job. And how is that working out for them? How are they able to create that balance and still do music and still perform at shows and show up for work the next day perky and ready?
Well, when I'm looking at Leo on the Zoom picture right now, he looks like he's ready to perform. He looks like he's ready to do a song right now, but we're just trying to see if we can get the audio.
No audio is coming to me.
All right.
All right.
Is
He's
it?
speaking and we're not hearing. You know what, Bones? I really
Yes,
think that
I'm
we
here.
should go to Fashion Forward with Shamara
Hello?
Preston and DJ Lollipop
While we work on this.
Are you hearing me?
while we fix
No,
this.
hold
So
on,
let's.
hold on. I think Leo, can you hear us now?
I can hear you now.
All right,
Perfect.
Leo.
Perfect.
Okay,
Good evening,
awesome.
everybody.
Why I say Leo?
You got
Why
it
you-
rectified in the nick of time. Can I tell you?
Yes, man. Everything is always on time. Most
Why, Leo?
blessings.
You
I love
have
everybody. You don't know.
Leo. We they are fretting. We tell you the truth. What going on, Leo? We are watching. And this is Leo.
Yes, sir.
This is Leo. Hello, hello. And I said, please. Leo. I said, Leo, don't cause a bad word and say why this
Why
thing
this
now
not
work. So we're just giving time. So Leo, tell us a little bit about yourself. Leo Carmichael, singer extraordinaire. How you got started? You're using your government name, I'm assuming. This is not a stage name. Your name is Leo Carmichael.
Actually, Carmichael is my middle name. Leo is half of my first name.
Ah.
And yes.
Tell us.
Yes, my name is actually Leonardo. I am the son of a painter.
Yes.
Yes, so yes, Leo Carmichael is my stage name.
How did you get started in music?
Grew up hitting stuff, playing stuff, singing stuff, always around music. Before you know it, by 11, I was playing drums at church. By 13, I was playing professionally. By 14, I was playing drums for artists. By what should I say? By about 25, I was writing for myself and for artists. I've written in the background for a few artists. I've written on a TV show that was aired on a certain national station.
You can't call the name. We're not
afraid.
Yes, man.
Okay.
Yes.
I wrote on Indie Dance Volume 2.
Okay.
So yes, I wrote for like the Nick and
yes.
Krisha Turner I co-wrote about 4 songs on the Tropic Electric album. Wrote for Courtney John. I wrote for a couple of dancehall artists. I don't remember all of them right now, but yes, I've been in the background for a while, and I started producing. I started my own label in 2013, and fast track to now, I released my first debut album in 2018 called Love, and now I'm working on the next one called Light. In fact, I should give you, I don't know if you find this funny, but I actually ran out of a performance to come up here and to be a part of this interview because I could not miss being a part of EBUZZ.
Of course.
I've been wanting to be a part of EBUZZ for the longest while.
The band is now on stage just playing music and you're sitting here talking to us?
Yeah, well, listen, man, they have another singer, so them can go on with them things.
Yes, man, that's right.
EBUZZ do it right now.
So where are you now? You look like you're on a ship.
Yes, you look like you're very much on a
ship. Just agree with the thing, Summer G.
Man, you go punch ship regular, the background, they look like a ship. Yeah. So it does.
So
yes.
I'm on what was the library, but because of the whole COVID situation, they're not sure what they're going to do with it. Okay. I'm on the 3rd largest ship in the world.
Wow.
Allure of the Seas. Yeah, and I've always performed on Oasis class ships for Royal Caribbean. Yeah, but on ships I do Billboard Top 40s. But for Leo Carmichael, I do dancehall and reggae, stay true to the roots. All
right, Leo, here's a question for you. How did you make that transition? Because obviously you're a musician and a producer, so you play different instruments and so on, and you were in the background for a while. Tell us the transition from being in the background to being now on the forefront in terms of being a vocalist and so on. How did that happen, where you decided to move from just being an instrumentalist and a producer versus a singer?
Music in Jamaica is like school of the hard knocks. You're always learning. You're always evolving, and the moment that you stop, you can't stop. If you're a true artist, you just can't stop, and it's like I was in my own little university, that's where I've learned some of my biggest lessons in studio from a lot of artists, and given that you are here writing or playing drums, I'm a drummer too, playing drums for the artist or producing or whatever, you see where they need to improve. You see where they're doing very well. You see where you could add value. You see where you need to get another team member. You see what is lacking. And so you learn a lot of life lessons along. And as it comes along, you begin to add value to yourself and to see how you can improve as an artist too. And so, I began investing in Leo Carmichael, the brand, so dancehall reggae, you see it.
You know what I want to ask you, because performing on a ship is pretty much similar to being a cabaret performer in a hotel, and some entertainers, they are contented with doing that as it relates to music. What actually propelled you to wanting to break in the industry as opposed to, doing your thing, sailing around the world and spreading the music similarly?
No man should ever just be satisfied with what he has. That is my personal belief. I believe that you should always see a way to step it up a little bit. I'm not saying be ungrateful. I don't want to. Yeah, but people that are in a competitive thing like media or like art, you always look for find out how am I gonna step up the game. Yep. If you recognize Cartel, then it's different from Cartel. No, big up alma mater, Calabar. Right. Everybody is always stepping up the game. Beanie Man then different from Beanie Man now. True. Sean Paul then different from Sean Paul now. And I must say this, given that I have the little opportunity. It is when you step out of Jamaica and you're performing to an international audience, you see the level of contribution that Sean Paul has made to dancehall. Yeah. Respect is due, like serious respect is due to Sean Paul and Sean Paul's catalog. Sean Paul is next level right now, and he's highly respected. Yeah, man, so enough respect to Sean Paul. But Leo Carmichael is here. Listen, man, everybody that's hearing my name, it's long, but I believe say I one of the best name in a dancehall. Get to know it. Leo Carmichael, Leo Carmichael, Leo Carmichael. Everybody follow me on everything that you can follow me on for social media. Me there, Google me.
What is your social media? What are your social media handles? Is it Leo Carmichael? Tell us the social media handles.
Leo Car Music. Literal car where drive. Not a bus, not a plane. Leo Car Music. Right. LeoCarMusic. Right. And you'll find me on anything. So I'm there and I'm on all major platforms right now. I have an album out called Love, and I have about 4 singles from an upcoming album called Light. I keep it simple. Leo Carmichael, the Love album, the Light album, Leo Car Music, Leo Car Music, Leo Car Music. Listen, man, I work hard. It might be, listen, you are here on EBUZZ. It's so interesting, Yes. Keshima, I've done so many gigs where I've seen you. And sir, I've done so many gigs. I'm talking about years, over decades. I've seen it. And it is so interesting. I think about 12 years ago, I said to myself, one day I would love to be the artist that would get an interview. And it might seem like a simple thing, but it means a lot to me. This is a hallmark for me. And as simple as it seems, I love to appreciate every little moment in life. And so it's wonderful for me to be here. This is a hallmark. I'm going to celebrate a double shot of Hennessy with some ginger and some lime today. Remember Leo Carmichael. Everybody listen to me.
But you know what I want to ask you, Leo Carmichael?
Remember Leo Carmichael.
You know what I want to ask you? With the experience that you have garnered, like just being on the ship, performing to international crowds, because in essence that's what you're doing, people all over the world. With what you have learned and also the songs that you have written for entertainers, reggae and dancehall, and also playing an instrument for entertainers as well. With all of that experience, and now you're finally pouring into yourself, what is your strategic plan in going forward to break into the industry, having seen what you have seen and learned thus far?
Now is the time for unity amongst producers. Now is the time for less of being off in one corner. Now is the time for great collaborations. Dancehall and reggae is at a pivotal space right now, where the world is paying attention
That's true.
Like I don't think Jamaica recognize but take it from me. I've sung to foreigners for the last 12 years of my life in resorts and on cruise ships. Everywhere is paying attention to the Jamaican culture. Most of the productions that you find, even though from Afrobeats, down to the very way that it is mixed, it is heavily influenced by dancehall. And I'm saying to producers, let us stop trying to achieve by ourselves and let us come together. My dream is to see a Beanie and Bounty collab. To be real with you, I mean, I hope Sean can hear this.
That has already happened.
No, me talk about a collab album. Me not talk about one
album.
song.
Oh, okay.
Yes, man. I'm talking about Future and Drake level.
I think that is
I'm talking about Future and Drake level, Kanye and Jay-Z level.
Right.
That is where the respect for dancehall is. When I perform international artists, it is one of these cruise ships. After the club music, after they play some club music, as a matter of fact, when they're in club music, they want to hear dancehall. They want to hear reggae. Miami, DJ Khaled. So I dream that everybody will remember Leo Carmichael in that space. If you listen to my music, I produce it with an international vision in mind. I always keep Jamaica at the base and always explore it. Check out Leo Carmichael.
All right, Leo, before you go any further, now you have some songs, you have some songs that you're promoting. What is the particular one that you're promoting right now? Which song are you promoting right now?
Right now, I have a music video out for a song called Calling. So about last year this time, yes, it's called Calling. Right. I came last year this time. I just ended a contract on the biggest ship in the world, Symphony of the Seas, Royal Caribbean. Right. And I came home, and as you know, we had to be in quarantine. And I was saying to myself, say, boy, I miss, to be real with you, I was saying, I miss my ex. And I gotta write one song. And it's and a melody come, yeah man, seriously. And a melody come to me, it was a long time I've been calling. Girl, are you me, I pre my darling. Curfew rise and nature calling. Drive to me, puppies, just simple thing. And then I said to myself, imagine what it would be like if the curfew just lift and everybody flip and can party again. And I say, boy, if me I produce something like that, me I want it to sound like one political rally song.
You're not the great.
Everybody just walk out.
You're not the great. Exactly. I want you to introduce that song, and we'll play it for you here in studio. So introduce it in your own style, and we'll play it in studio here. Right away. Just introduce
Jamaica, this is Leo Carmichael. Listen to me. Brain is calling. Remember the name, Leo Carmichael. Remember the name, calling. Check out the tune. I love it.
See it, yeah.
Come check me now, no? Everything good now, you know? Yo, lion. Make you all a jar. Link up. Ooh, a 6 love later, you know? Forward with the liquor. Up full. Bless you. Long time wifey. Been calling, yalla you me a pre my darling. Curfew rise and nature calling. Drive to me for peace my darling. Rain a fall a breeze a storming. Coffee full of steam my darling. Social distance stop from morning. Push me key gone in my darling. Quarantine it lift from dawning. Soldier and police skylarking. I'll fill up in your back and start spill. From you coming a me love man start kill. Da da dee da dee da da. Jamaica I keep again. Get fit touch the street again. Pan me knee say thank you, Jaja. Da 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 dee da da. To the hills I kneel and pray. Get fit touch the street again. Lift my hand say thank you, Jaja. Lock me 016 and start build. Time to promote the peace and rebuild. Time to chant Jesus peace be still. Yo I take this the hammer and start chill. Time while we work together not stand still. No time for crab in a barrel. Help each other to the top non-stranded. Yo none of we have to flap every man a king. Da 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 dee da da. Yo the world I keep again. Get fit touch the streets again. Lift my hand say thank you Jaja. Da 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 dee da da. To the hills I kneel and pray and pray and pray.
Leo Carmichael, our music artist. And of course, Leo, we want to say thanks. I know that you're getting ready to go back on stage. Tell us a little bit about... but because we don't want to keep it too long. Also, we have a tight program coming up. We want to say thanks for joining us tonight. Management team, if we want to hear, somebody heard this song a while ago, want to work with you. Do you have a management team or you're self-managed? How do we get in touch with you?
right now I'm self-managed. What I do is that I work with different people in the industry to get things done. When Leo Carmichael start command a certain level of following and at a certain level that I think that the business will sustain itself and I can let go.
Well, you see, this is what I was just saying.
Yeah, you're frozen there. But understand how it is at sea.
Cruise ship,
We know this very well.
We know this very well.
Actually.
When internet chip out for the cruise ship all the time.
Too well.
Leo Carmichael, we're going to have to end it here because I don't think he's probably literally in a free zone right now. Leo Carmichael, thank you so much for talking to us. And, of course, we wish you all the best with all your future endeavors. Leo Carmichael, our music artist this week, right? Guess what?
Fashion forward, because I've been ready.
Let's go. Fashion forward time.
Fashion forward with Shamara Preston and DJ Lollipop.
Catch him on side.
It's Fashion Forward, a weekly look into what's popping,
what's hot and what's not,
hip and trendy. It's the space for all things fashion. It's midsummer. Summer school is out. The children are at home board. So this week, it's all about them. What's trending in children's fashion for the summer?
Children just wear anything, anything them like them wear.
All right. We spoke to someone with the know-how. Ramesh Farquharson of Mishi Collection JA gives us the 411 on what's trending for the kids. So Ramesh, what's trending in children clothing for summer 2021?
For the summer, it's basically a casual wear because they don't know the COVID is in right now, so there isn't outings where kids can go. So for right now, it's basically t-shirt, vest, shirt for boys, for girls, blouse and skirt.
As we said, kids them just love dress up nice. Them like to go out and them love to dress up.
All right, Ramesh. Children can't get dressed without something on their feet. What's the comfortable footwear that kids can rock all summer long?
For this season, every kid's are wear slides because every kid is at home, not going anywhere. So slides are one of the most common footwear among kids, boys and girls.
I think kids more still like sneakers. Them like sneakers, especially boys.
True.
Them like them sneakers. But the slides, them work too. Easy going, them work.
Comfortable and keep your foot cool. All right, Ramesh. What should parents consider when they're purchasing clothes for their kids this summer?
Alright, so this is based off my personal opinion and the fact that I've been in the business for some time. So bear in mind, kids do grow fast. So at least buy 1 or 2 sizes up when purchasing anything for your kids, whether t-shirt, shorts, whatever it is, because it will save you a lot of money in the end.
And not just the size, you buy a shoes will last. Like, just spend your money and buy a good shoes, because by the kids, them mash up the shoes them quickly. So buy something more durable.
All right. And finally, Ramesh, any advice for parents out there who don't know how to shop for their kids?
My advice to the parents would be, you can buy anything you want for your child as long as they can afford it. But bear in mind, make sure the kids dress appropriately. Make sure say everything correct before them come outside.
Good point. I mean, you can't out there looking all fly and flashy and your kids them don't look good. And you can't dress up every day and them don't have no clothes. And you also can't spend all of the money on clothes and them don't have no food neither. So you have to balance the thing. And some of the young girls, they need to dress them age and stop dress up some of the young girl, them like big woman. And as me say, you must always buy clothes for your pitney them. Because you have some girl, them dress up every day, and them pit them down no clothes, them just run up and down in them brief like Superman. You know, look good.
That's it for Fashion Forward this week. I'm Shamara.
And I'm DJ Lollipop, the party fanatic.
See you next week.
Thank you very much. That's Shamara Preston and DJ Lollipop with Fashion Forward. And of course, we're now forwarding to our main artist tonight, my brethren. It's always good to see him. And I'm telling you...
It's been a while, though. It's been a good while since we've had Bling on.
You know, we have to put some respect on his name. Mr. Williams. Good day to you, sir, Mr. Williams. Bling Dawg, Ricky Rudy. How you doing, brother? He's not
Bling,
hearing.
are you hearing us?
Are you hearing us, Bling? Say, all right, so we're going to see if we can get that sorted also again. Because
he's pointing to
like
his ears.
Like he's not
hearing us, so we'll get that sorted out.
Man, I gym him
What's
there.
going on tonight? Well, I know he's rocking his gym shirts, it seems, and
he probably had to about 200 push-up before he come on every day. Not easy either. What a man love workout. And I'm telling you, he has really done amazing physical transformation with himself. So
No, absolutely, he has, and that is something also to talk about because when you see his level of commitment, and we know Bling, from when he started out to where he is now, and like you say, it's a transformation.
Well, for the folks who knew Bling, Bling was a big fellow, quite big, and I mean he has really transformed himself. But he has new music out, and he's been doing music. He took a hiatus, so we wanted to talk to him a little bit about that. So we're going to see if we can get our technical issues resolved, and then we will have a chat with Mr. Williams. I call him Mr. Williams, but Bling Dawg. Official.
Cut the formality.
Yeah, cut the formality, Bling. So let us see if we can. I know the team is on the line with him. I think he's talking to them now, so we're going to see if we can get him to.
I am seeing him on his device.
Yeah, big up yourself, Bling, every time, man.
Yo.
Yeah,
we're hearing you. We're hearing you now, Bling. Welcome. We're saying, Bones was wondering if you did 200 push-ups before the buzz.
You know you're staying there, you. Ricky Rudy.
What's up?
They say after that a big intro with me I gave a while ago, you couldn't hear me. No, we said, boy, may I tell you, my brethren, Bling, what you say, man? It's so good to see you and hear you.
It's a blessing, Just there, I'm going to what it's like going with it.
You've been a very, very hard-working entertainer, artist, also a fitness enthusiast.
An entrepreneur as well.
Yeah, we see it. First thing I want to find out, I've known you forever, Bling. Known you for a long time. Tell us a little bit about this fitness that you've been doing, because you have transformed. You were a big fellow when I knew you, or back in the day. What happened? What started it? How did that happen?
It's just, for me, in some point in time, you have to grow.
Yes.
And if you plant a tree and enough changes, it's dead. So me as an artist, as an individual, we just try to be a better person as life progresses and I get older.
Right.
And I see where I feel like we reach to a point in the industry where we have to take it up on a different level, to the music on the highest level that we can in reggae music and dancer.
Right.
So for me to do that, I have to get myself right. Physically, mentally, spiritually. So I took almost 5-year hiatus. I worked on myself. So, and the fitness, what I'm doing, it gives me a drive to all areas in my life where I have no lacking and no laziness for the nothing at all. I just up and going, and the confidence where it gives me in myself, where I feel like I'm unstoppable. If I walk into a room and 50,000 people in there, no matter what, I feel that I'm me as the person, I'm me as the man. You know what I mean? And even if I'm not the man, that's what it always feels, and that gives you the confidence to pursue in everything that you're doing. And fitness, trust me, it changed my life. So I have to give thanks to Spry Gym as well, because trust me, Jay, he was there with me in and out. And that what really give me that drive.
And we see that. Go ahead.
Hearing you speak that way, Bling, because we know fitness and exercise, like you said, it gives you confidence. It will improve the way you move, you think, you act, how you go about doing things. Right. How has it impacted the way you create music now?
Because music, all right, I even for the 5 years, I tried to learn on my craft on music, because what I see with most of us, as my fellow co-workers, we don't evolve as much as artists. You know what I mean? So we feel like if we get a hit song, we get complacent and we buck this up. So instead of you go to the studio with 50 person, sit down and chat foolishness, you go home and try to study your craft. You do writing, you do some reading, you try some words. You know what I mean? And I'm learning my guitar now. So after this stage, you get in this one drop album. It's the next stage where I have to try challenge myself to. You know what I mean? So I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. It's always evolving, always time to grow. And you can't watch sometimes you can't even watch the hype of the business, because you need to work on your thing. When you're a youth and grow up and you them outside a player and you have to do your homework and you have an exam coming up, this is sacrifice you have to make. And if you're doing everything that everybody do, you're gonna be like everybody else. You have to do things exceptionally.
But I totally agree with that. And Bling, you have transformed yourself in every way because obviously the fitness is the nucleus of this what you call now rediversification of yourself.
Right. Did you know if the more you work out, the more your brains click?
That's true. I see that
You
with
stay
you.
sharp.
Tell us a little bit about
Just on point on everything.
And we understand the fitness point, and it has really brought you to the fore. It brought you on top of your game. What are you promoting now musically? We've seen you put out some great songs, but obviously you have some new stuff that you want to tell us a little bit about. What are you promoting now?
I'm telling you, I reinvent my whole life.
Yeah.
I have a new team, I have new management, a new energy, new everything. You know what I mean? And I'm with an overseas based company, Creative Titans.
Yes.
And trust me, they will really believe in me. And most of the production is me hands-on on them.
Right.
Even my album, I did my one-shot album, it was been come out COVID World back. And then it was release a song this month.
Yes.
And then we go vice Pasuko really man, that song they going up runway. So they want to give that song breathing room. You know?
That would be the song called Say You Love Me.
Say You Love Me.
That is an awesome song.
I just recorded that song 2 weeks ago.
And it has
You know?
gotten a lot of traction. Tell us how
Tell
that
us
song
about
came.
the story behind that song, how it came about.
So like some true love business, some true story.
All right. Me, I continuously working.
Right.
Even though I don't post my music as much, I do fitness and people say you work out too much. I continuously working. I have a whole bunch of material, I have a body of work. If I feel like I could have DJ before, I can multiply that by 100. If I feel like I could have write before, multiply that by 100. Anything that I feel like I'm good at doing before, I boost it up. You know what I mean? And I took 5 years and I did a one-drop album and it's me. When we started the album, nobody was there. So I said, I change this and I'm going to try to do something different. Nobody was there. It's just me investing on myself and then the team come after. So for the album now, most of the tracks on the album, I had me produce most of them, really. Junior Gang produced 2 tracks on it. Either one produced those tracks, but most of the tracks on my album is just me, get them together, work with them, get the harmonies, and put everything together. You know what I mean? That's finished, that's finalized, that's mastered, that's done.
What's the name of that album, and are there any collaborations on it?
Definitely, Elevate. So it's from one point to the next. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So what I have on the album, I have Morgan Heritage, I have Popcorn, I have Busy Signal, Bounty Killer, Christopher Martin, Romian Berg, and Tanya Stevens as a feature.
What?
Nice.
That is awesome.
And trust me, I swear to you, I'm not really overconfident, but every song on the album is well put together. It's not no rush. And you say, I will do an album and you take up some tune and everything dissected and well put together and worked on, mixed properly, everything. Real musicians.
What was your state of mind when you were putting the album together? I know you said that, you have this renewed energy and this burst of confidence when you do it, but mentally, where were you? What was your thinking, your thought process when you were penning some of the tracks and so forth?
Well, some of them is like I didn't have to take on myself, Some of my original music part, I have to take on myself. I have to go in a hiatus where I just work out, I'm going to just go on my yard and just lock off. I just spend time with myself and I pray. And for Sprite, to this journey, I did 340 days challenge.
Wow.
And sometimes we have a fast for like 72 hours. So you know what I do? In that fasting, I pray as well. Nice. Sometimes I like 24 hours, 72 hours, we have to fast. So it gives me a mindset where it's strong. Just believe what I tell you.
Right.
I've been through because it's like a college for me. And I purge myself, cleanse myself. So even if I had a problem with somebody in the business before, or certain things, I not carry it with me. My cleanse all that. You know what I mean? So moving forward, you know what I mean? I'm a better person.
I mean that. It
work. You have to cleanse yourself, you have to let go of the past to move forward. And that's me that. So it's just a new person, new energy, and
No, the song Say You Love Me, obviously gaining a lot of traction very quickly. The production, that's Suko. Suko produced the rhythm.
Stench rhythm.
Stench rhythm.
Yeah.
Tell I guess as I was saying, no, did you tell us how that song come about? Is that say you love me thing?
No, it's not really. All right, you know me work now.
Yeah.
How me work, I don't. All right, most artists they would go to the studio and just try for vibes. I think at the time me work so we do my homework. So if me I got the studio, your studio time now gonna be 3 or 4 hours. Only thing will probably change that 1 and 2 things. But this song was written before I even get to the studio because it's an internal vibes with me. I will with myself on the more side. So I think that we can't explain how it happened, but everything just a fall in place. You see me? Sometimes you ask me from a long time, it will come now. So you know what I mean? We can't explain it to you. It's just a journey.
I think what we'd love is to hear that song, Say You Love Me. But of course, you don't have, okay. Well, we're going to do a Ricky Rudy mix still at some point.
What I'm trying to do with this new vibes, I try to keep it authentic and keep it to the culture. I don't want to stray from it. That's why you see me even do a one drop. It's not like one drop around the place, but I just take a hiatus and feel like so this more no, because one to me, not follow me trend. You know what I mean? With the dancing song already, with the bad man song, with the girl song. So, you know, it's growth now. So you have to get something where you can sit down and listen to.
How soon will we be able to get Elevate? What's your pending release date?
Elevate gonna release, and I have some dates, but I just don't want to release them yet. But Elevate gonna release before the year over. You know what I mean? And this next single is the 3rd of September, 1 day after my birthday. Because we were planning to drop in the first single, like I'm telling you, the song, we never expect the song to run with up with, or have the tractions up with, the organic logo it again. So we don't want to stop that vibes. So we just hold on because confident in when we have our music is time. It's no rush. We're confident in when we have. No matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, I'm very proud to see the growth. And of course, you have been someone who has always been very serious about your craft. I think you take it even more serious now. Do I look like it? Do you something the way you go on bad with it?
Goes on Kashima. Anytime I learn to play my guitar and perfection it, and walk out with that, it's something different.
You're going to be doing some acoustic stuff. Bling Dawg.
Well, you know, me personally, Bling, I can't wait to see you perform live, like with the energy that you have, the basically, you know, like you're a new person. Like I really want to see how you deal with the stage now.
When we fact with the active, you know.
You were? Yes, very. As a matter of fact, Bling, I was looking at some old YouTube videos of you today with you're on stage with Wayne Marshall, Bounty Killer, and I think Vibes Cartel and some others. And I'm there saying, but Bling for your big brother, but this man you jump higher than everybody else and up in every place. So obviously you had the natural energy already. You've just now streamlined it and harnessed it properly.
Really love music, and sometimes, all right, my album release party, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
When I'm speaking, I feel like me cry because you see when we go through, it's just unexplainable more time. The sacrifice, you know, and sometimes ups and down, and you feel like you give up, and then one mind until you say no, you know. But trust me, everything is a blessing from the Most High. I can't explain it to you how it come. That is amazing. I can't explain to you how it come, but Father, I just give it to me. Sit down and I sit in a driver seat, in a passenger seat, no seatbelt needed, and the Most High drive. So I just great things. Just believe me.
And we see that because, you know, like I was going through your social media, right? And I see where you not only promote your music or just post videos of you working out, but you also use your platform to highlight other entertainers and their projects as well. In your opinion, when you look at your fellow entertainers and the industry, do you feel like now that people are somewhat more unified than before, especially as a result of COVID and how it has allowed us to slow down?
Modify? Things change, you know, Kashima. The narrative of our music have to change.
Yeah.
You see me? Because it have to change. Like how COVID come and some things where you have to change now with even your family, certain things where you never had plan. You have to change the betterment of you and your family. We have to do that. We have to let go the narrative of the negative energy against one another. We have to work together. We have to collab together. Because guess what? The world is looking at us. You know what I mean? And the music is bigger than Jamaica. Believe what I tell you.
That is so true.
You see me?
That is so true.
People that love to see the unification of the artists them, and that That me a push, because I can't take the negative vibes. If I see negative vibe, no, we're running from it. I don't want it. If an artist call me name in one song, I'm not answering. I already know so we can trash out. I'm not going there.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm thinking at a deeper level, we need to communicate as artists together, collab more, unify together and make songs. You know what I mean? So that's what we need to do. We need to unify. And the narrative back in the days and the negative vibes and the war thing, that needs to change.
Right.
Tired of that now. Because at the end of the day, the country, not the crime, our country, now better. You know what I mean? And we have to change the narrative of youth them. You know what I mean? Look at me. Me and my family. You see me? Me not getting a mix up. Me stay far from that.
Right.
You see me? So them have to highlight them things like, oh, youth like me are the good. You know what I mean? And stop highlight the negative. You see me? The media have nothing to do with it too. Because no youth at Jamaica do good song. No youth live good. You see me? But guess what? You have to get in a passa and then they're all over the newspaper and them something. We have to change the narrative. They highlight them and when youth come up, them can say, yeah, a good road they have to tread. And good behavior they have to do. And hard work they have to do. And you can do music on a different level where everybody love. You see me? Because me did done both, so I not sing no more gun song, I not sing no more lewd song.
Right.
But at the end of the day, me still can sing a song where you feel like you can put up your gun finger. I mean, can put it, I mean, I have said nothing derogatory.
Right.
Look on that setting. We rush them like a pit bull. I want big bad man song that, but I never said nothing out of the way.
Right.
So we have to challenge our writing skills in that form. And then everything come here more to put down on a paper and say it.
You know,
Bling.
Yes.
Well, go ahead, Bones.
I was going to say that, I'm just remembering the comedic songs, the songs that really put a smile on people's faces back in the day with Bling Dawg, like Tweeter Finita and them songs that we used to do back in the day. I'm just wondering.
I have those.
Huh?
I have those, but that's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Even one day, I'm just sure you. Even one day, in my time when I take a little break,
yeah,
a producer call me and tell me, say, Mohammed, do a dancing song. You're a dancer. You know what I mean? He must say, I don't have to do no promotion or nothing. All I have to do is just do this song.
Right.
Because I'm not going to do the dancing song. But at the end of the day, I wasn't in the frame of mind for that.
Right.
And because I can't do it.
Simple.
You see me?
No, but
because the vibes now, because I know some can't have no more lyrics and enough more things with DJ more than just dancing song. Dancing song is not what I have to sit down and bust my brains for.
Okay. No, what I was saying, what I was saying to you, though, Bling, what I was saying to you is that I really wanted to give our listeners a little taste of memory lane with Bling Dawg with some of those older songs and bring it up to where you are now.
Before we go to memory lane, though, I want to just grab Bling in this moment because you have said so much, Bling Dawg, and listening to you is like we can see that you have done a lot of introspection, you have done a lot of self-talk and a lot of work with self. During this process, what have you learned about yourself that you can share with us so somebody who is on a similar path, can get some advice?
You have to just believe in what you do and just focus on what you do and there's push. Because it's a mindset, it's not something easily combined. Mindset is something that you have to just continue, even working out. I have a mindset. If I don't work out for a day, I feel like
you feel guilty.
Yeah, in a world.
Yeah.
I'm tied to music. So as long as I do music, as long as I do fitness. I have a fitness, I have a supplement line coming out with just got approved.
What?
You know what I mean? Protein shake and all that. So even I got a call today, my music page won't be posting no more fitness.
You're separating them, yes.
Well, I hear you say that before, and then I still see fitness come on your IG. So now you're making it official now?
No, you see, that I'm telling you, I did all that. That's why I'm here. And things putting in place, and I can't just let everything out the back, but just trust me, it's just good and great music coming. Just believe what I tell you. I have the right team. You know, it feels to have some people that's dedicated to you.
Yes, you are the focus. You are the focus.
A great thing.
Yeah,
believe what I tell you.
That is
everything.
Let's give our listeners a little taste of the original Bling Dawg, Ricky Rudy. I tell you, let's get a little mix of Ricky Rudy right now.
You me? All my babies. I say don't let go. Sip my mouse, I'll give me that vibe. With the pearls and the twist and the dream in the eyes. Body long with seed from the sky. Say you love me, say you love me. Yeah, slip my mouse up, give me that vibes. With a girl, and a twist, and a dream in the eyes. Body long with feet from the sky. So you love me, so you love me. Come on. Bad body you are, Miss Dino, fear, pyro, nice, attractive, retraction, can't move in you, so you make me feel spellbound. When charm show, rapping sexy, Prado show, eyes to perpetual timepiece, center of attraction. Blame it on Chanel, no start it from a channel. This is she love my grey goose flannel. Sip my mouse up, give me that vibes. With a girl, with a twist, and a dream in the eyes. Body long with feet from the sky. Say you love me, say you love me. Because I wake up in the morning and I give my girl a kiss. The slim thing, the same thing, the one who never diss. I have a lot of girl, but she come on no one my list. And when I am away, oh, she's the one I reminisce. Come on, she been there when me post some young go keep her when me rich. And if she gone today, me you the Mr. Tenderness. The way that love you strong, me you don't want the end of this. Me have find on me life, I share the biggest analyst. Me sing, I kiss my baby good morning. Hug her in the evening as I get back home. Don't worry, darling. All my blingy sham in, I leave them alone. I kiss my baby good morning. Hug her in the evening as I get back home. Don't worry, darling. All my blingets, me not gonna leave them alone. She work a 9 to 5, she have a heavy week of stress. She work the 60, the 7 days she want to rest. We play a game of chess, fi unleash the stress. She want go supermarket, nobody tell her say yes. Come on, give me blingets, them rate me as the best. And in the sexiness, them have the capital S. Give me Anisha, blingets and the Annettes. And them have the Bling Dawg, the love and happiness. Me sing, I kiss my baby good morning. Hug her in the evening as I get back home. Don't worry, darling. All my blingets, me not gonna leave them alone. I kiss my baby good morning. Hug her in the evening as I get back home. I never love you, darling. All my blingets, me not gonna leave them alone. No sleep with a fat girl, me. When she wake you up this, now you not get none. That up, ache, she no want no. That up, fake only pan, or stay late, cause she damn down move. She love me lifestyle, cause me not fake. She tell me say she love me when she find man a Jamaican. She lock me up, well I know nothing like it. If she want the tell them, feel we can. If you want him for me, want know you're him for. This space where you have me want. In so, now left me robots, now right so rinse so. Put on the socks and just lace up the team so. Girls are willing. We'll be building it, Guinness me drinking it from. Naturally no building it, me use me digging it, toast me spilling it from. Girls I dig, I will be building it, Guinness me drinking it from. She walla 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 boom bang bang bang. She walla 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 boom bang bang bang. She walla 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 boom bang bang bang. She walla, give me now. We don't make no friend from no boy, but we not friend no guy. And if we did that money, them woulda want come spend I. We really not this no say man and no say mine. We your dog, we are no pigs, so them can't come penny. We rule all the Virgo, no Gemini. Them can't touch me, ducks come on a frequent fly. We soar through the sky high, we bird no fly. But mind them a come with a cell, just and fly, we rule the world. And we have the city lap, stand up in our way, we run the over with the Mac. We have your girl, in the escalate Cadillac. Dog tint up window, boy a peep and a knock, we rule the world. Look how we have the city lock, stand up in our way, we run the over with the Mac. We have your girl, in the escalate Cadillac. Dog tint up window, boy a peep and a knock. We straight like a road, yet still them can't come deny. And we no send out, yet still them can't come deny. We no beg and borrow, yet still them can't come deny. And we no weedy, yet them can't come deny. If looks coulda kill we, you da dead by cut eye. And two we colorful, make we no dead by red eye. Informer two lie, make the case all a try. We know who genuine from who no fool, if I rule the world. Look how we have the city lock, stand up in our way, we run the over with the Mac. We got the girl, in the escalate, can I lock. Mr. Walkie tell we zip it up, the whole world go zip it. New dance name Creech, me want to no prep it. If you know if you do it already, rock it and dip it. Move your shoulder, swaggerific. Everybody, rage, 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 rage. Everybody, rage,
Bling.
I tell you, Ricky Rudy bring on him pretty little daughter.
Right, so as I see you with your daughter, Bling, what's the best part about being a dad?
Yeah.
I missed them for there was away for I was away from them for 4 months so I could focus. I just came back yesterday to see them.
Yes.
And it's trust me, it's part of my life is not easy, you know.
Yeah.
I have a routine daily.
Right.
You know what I mean? What I'm doing is hard more than just most people, you know. So I try to stay focused and I love them, right? Mwah. This is my boo. So I have two
That is
daughters,
girl.
so you know what I mean? I just focus on it's a different version, you know?
Right.
And just life,
Have
you know?
they shown any musical interest, and would you allow them to pursue a career in music knowing what you know about the industry?
Well, I would let them do music, but they have to give me a college degree first.
Smart. Lay the
So whatever,
foundation first.
as long as I got that they get that college degree, they could do whatever they want to do because they're grown. But I just need that smartness, you know.
Yeah.
So the real self-reliance, you know.
Very important to have that foundation, because a lot of times we realize that even these entertainers know they started in music, but they realized that they needed to build a foundation. A lot of them went on to study, you know.
Remember say a point in time them they have map me now some go kiss. But once we set a foundation first, me do my thing. So we set something first, so it is not so pressure, you know. Like no, it's all good. I mean the frame of mind, I mean mindset will grow. So you know what I mean, everything that I'm doing. My life me set is as a journey, step by step. You know?
Right.
So if I have 50 friends and all of them are race,
right,
and I go 50 miles per hour, me will go 20 and wait till me reach. Because me don't set up my thing already. I'm just a follow procedure. Sometimes it don't work how you want it, but you have control over most things where you decide as an individual, you know?
And especially in this business, Bling, it is so important because how the industry is set up, it is easy for you to get distracted and lose focus on of what your true dream is, because it is about the hype and it's about a particular lifestyle. How do you deal with that to just ensure that you stay on course irrespective of what is happening around you?
Well, like I tell you, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not that perfect person. I'm not perfect. But at the end of the day, I'm grown enough to know what I want out of life, what the decisions to make, and what's gonna benefit me, hurt my family, and what's not gonna hurt my family. You know what I mean? So when you really have a family structure, it gives you a guideline as an artist where you're gonna lose and certain mistake you don't really want to make because you're gonna be embarrassed. You know? So we just follow that thing there and just focus on me instead.
All right, Bling, a question here for you. We know you work out. We know you're a musician. Can you give us another thing that Bling Dawg loves to do that your fans would probably be surprised?
I love to watch sports and I love to cook.
What? You cook?
Yeah, man. I'm a chef now, right?
What is your big meal?
My daddy is the best chef.
That's right. Endorse him.
Daddy told you to say that.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Ask what no from friend them no. Yeah, man.
What is your specialty? What is your favorite?
All Jamaican cuisine. I can cook the food and don't even taste it.
You just know say it tastes good.
Yeah.
All right, but
I'm cook active, yeah.
Thing you like to cook. What's your favorite thing to cook? What's your favorite thing to cook?
I don't have a favorite because my whole vibes of food change.
Right.
No, because I really eat once a day.
Once a day?
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
You're really a fast for true.
No, I really eat once a day because from morning I just had a shake. But I didn't work out. But sometimes I work out, I have a shake and then just one meal a day because sometimes for me, we feel like breakfast and lunch and dinner and that's too much.
Right.
Sometimes I drink some of my daddy's cake.
That's awesome. so Bling, do you know, sometimes do you get your family to be a part of your well, clearly not as hard as you go in the gym, but health and fitness is a part of your household?
Well, let me tell you something. You see in your household, sometimes you don't have to talk, just set the example and everybody will follow.
Right.
I can draw and sing.
I didn't know what she said. What did she say?
Yeah, man.
Sing?
You know, because she had a footballer, you know.
Yes.
Okay, nice.
Trust me. She's terrible. So you don't know.
So good. I mean, you know, we're talking and we realize that I see you posted at her like when you were just getting home in Florida there, and she saw you and she was just jumping up and down. I say, "You miss me?" She said, "Yes."
Yeah, and if I miss that day to come home, she have a fit. And her birthday is the 17th, and if never miss that 17th, then
problem.
Problem.
Trouble there.
And then as a father, you want to make your kids them feel that time, even though you know did that sometime you have to work and you know what I mean. You want to make them feel that, you know, because as we grow up, we like that little something there. Remember when the father used to carry go shop for Christmas and them something, them interesting part in your life that you really remember. You know what I mean? So you have to just be there for them, bro.
You definitely do.
That's real facts. Any advice that you'd like to give to your fellow entertainers or just Jamaicans listening again? I mean, from a wide spectrum as it relates to, fitness, living a healthier lifestyle, and the importance of even taking care of your body, taking care of self.
Yes, well, like I said, I smoke, and I didn't put that out there. I don't smoke cigarette, but I smoke.
Right.
And I work out as well, but I don't drink.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And you can't really do everything bad. You know what I mean? Pick your choice, and you don't know. And at the end of the day, I'm not taking up for smoking, but food kill more people than smoking. And smoking is wrong. And my daughter them want me to stop, and that's the challenge I'm doing right now. It's not easy, but I cut down the times that I smoke per day.
Right.
And I'm just taking it step by step. Nothing happen before the time.
You will conquer it, sir. You will conquer it.
Your body, if your car needs service, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to the mechanic.
Right.
Because that's what you're around. Your engine, your body is that engine that gets you around to take care of your family. All right, enough people have said, yo, we don't have time to go work out. We can't go to the gym because we're too busy. But at the end of the day, if you're sick in the hospital, you can't do nothing with the plan to do it.
Exactly. You have to prioritize. Bling.
So you have to prioritize.
It has
and then
been.
the artists, I just want everybody to start unite and just start take music serious and spend the time and just try to do the craft and don't stray too much from our culture and what we learn from the past artists was before us. All we have to do is just modernize it and boost it to a different level, but we don't stray far from culture because that's what the world needs,
All right, Bling, we want to say thanks.
We wish you all the best.
For talking to us tonight. We wish you all the best for the new music and the projects that you're working on. We're looking out for that line of shakes, that supplementing. We're looking out for that.
I just got it approved, so yes. When I come to Jamaica, that's what I'm going to work on. I have a photo shoot for that, for my protein line, so that's what I'm doing. You guys going to hear about it. Trust me,
sure
it's a fan-based company as well. It's not nothing that my friend grew in the car and I go make up and I try something.
Yeah, you do the right way. Bling Dawg, always good to hear you. Good to see you. Wish you all the best with your musical endeavors.
Bling. Keep doing it.
And take care of the family.
The growth. We can see the growth.
Thank you. Big up yourself, brother. Keep it up. See him?
One love.
Yeah, man. Big up.
Yeah, man. Bless you. All right, that's Bling Dawg. Great to see him and great to talk to him too. And of course,
absolutely. Bling is he's really doing it. You can see that he has done Bones a lot of introspection. He has spent a lot of time with self. Yeah. And he's going down a path. He's confident in who he is, and he's clearly sure about the direction that he wants to go.
There's a direction that we need to go right now. And the direction is the RFM Dancehall Chart Recap with DJ Brian and Courtney Mack.
This is the Guinness Dancehall Top 10 Countdown.
I wonder is who really run dancehall. Who really have the number one song?
All the youths them want.
Who run dancehall?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah! So let's recap. Coming in at number 10 for this week was Run Run, Shensia.
Number 9, Tentic, Roll Deep.
Number 8, Different Type Massacre.
Number 7, Governor, Choppa Chop.
Number 6, Intense Yahoo Boys.
Number 5, Alkaline, Hostage.
Number 4 was Special Massacre.
Number 3, Spice, Shaggy, Sean Paul, go down there.
Number 2, Tippy Night, Law Lee.
You see it?
And we want to get them ready for the number 1 song for this week. On the Guinness RFM Dancehall Top 10 Countdown.
All the way from St. Thomas.
His name is Ritical. The song is called Chosen. Number 1.
I cried unto the Lord with my voice. With my voice unto the Lord did I make my supplications. I poured out my complaints before him. I showed before him my troubles. When my soul was overwhelmed within me, then thou knewest my path. In the way wherein I walked, have they privately laid a snare for me. The fool has never been told yet. The truth has never been spoken of. It's like I've never been home. Still I've never been homeless. Give thanks to Jah, I was never alone. What if I was hopeless? Would they really ignore me?
What if I was broke? Big song, a big song. The Guinness Top 10 charts is where it happens. Only big songs make this chart.
Dancehall can't stand.
Dancehall, I mean everything.
Thank you very much. That was the IRFM Dancehall Chat recap with DJ Brian and, of course, Courtney Mack. We're pretty much out of time. And we want to say a special thanks to everyone who made the EBUZZ possible. Mainly, we want to say thanks to Thomo Vibes Distributors and, of course, the distributors of Trangback Tonic Wine. Strengthen your back for make the attack.
Also, want to say a big thank you to our music artist, Leo Carmichael, and, of course, our main artist, Bling Dawg.
Big up yourself, Bling Dawg, every time. And we want to say a very special thanks to the team making the buzz possible also. We want to say a special thanks to our producer, Sandrika Masters. Our technical operator, DJ Lollipop. Studio engineer is Kemar.
And big up, of course, the Peter Bird by keeping social media connected. Remember, you can catch us next week, same place, same time.
Right here.
And Muta Baruka is up next with The Cutting Edge.
I'm DJ Bones.
And I'm Kishima Francis.
Take
we
care.
out.
We out.